I'm gonna kill somebody.
Above you, I hate you, I love you, I hate that I want you, you want her, you need her.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Liv, and this week's video I'm gonna be doing a story time. The story I'm gonna be telling today is how I snuck into the playlist after party and got escorted out by cops. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep this intro brief, and yeah, I hope you guys like it. Okay, so getting into the story, we're going to playlist, and if you don't know what playlist is, it's a really lit event where YouTubers and all those other people go to meet their fans and stuff. So basically that whole day we were trying to figure out how to get downstairs because I personally wanted to meet Tana Mojo. I enjoy watching her so much, so like I really wanted to meet her myself. So bam, we figured out a way to get down, kinda. So this person was like, oh, I heard this guy, he's like with playlist, he's like, oh, I heard if you like go to the parking garage and go through there, like you'll get to the after party. He's like, that's what I heard. So we're like, all right, we're gonna try that. We couldn't find the parking garage, whatever. So we asked this like person, I don't know who she was. I think she was a fan of somebody. I asked her and she was like, oh, it's down there. So basically we're walking for like 20 minutes straight down this huge tunnel that goes under the hotel so we can get in to this after party to try and meet Tana. I was trying to meet Tana. After parties are so lit. I've been to them at playlist before. But, you know, we were invited to an after party on Sunday, but we wanted to go to the Saturday one as well. So we were like, oh, let's sneak in. That's why we snuck in, you know? So basically we've been walking for like 20 minutes and then we find stairs. And then we go to the stairs and bam, it led to the after party, like downstairs event rooms and stuff. And there was so much security. We didn't have any passes. So this is the moment where we're like, we messed up. Basically, I was like, there's a room right there, so if we go in that room, it's across from the after party room, so we can just like go all the way to the back of the first room and then make it to the after party room. I don't know if that makes sense at all. It's like, I don't know how to explain it if you've never seen the after party room. So we did that and we got in, and not a minute, not the first minute, but the second minute, Mia disappears, and I'm like, where is she? Did she just leave me? No, I see security going after her, and I'm like, got a Zane. I warned her. I was like, security's coming. I don't know if she heard me. It was so loud. But, you know, she left. Security, like, literally grabbed her by her arm, and I'm stuck in this after party, and I'm, like, standing here. Everyone's like, woo, and I'm just like, hey. And I actually talked to Lil Anthony and stuff about YouTube. I talked to a bunch of YouTubers there, so it was like really lit. But yeah, I was like, I can't just like ditch my friend. You're not supposed to ditch your friends when you're at an event with them. So I didn't ditch Mia. I kept texting her and I was like, where are you? And I was kind of getting salty because I was so annoyed because at that point, security knew people were sneaking in, and there was double the security at every entrance and every exit. So I went to the bathroom. So I was in the bathroom. I was like calling my friends, calling Mia, and calling my sister and everyone like that. And this security lady, whatever she's called, she came up to me and she's like, is there a problem? Do you need help? I was like, no, I'm good. I was like, wait, well, do you know how to get out of here? And she's like, how'd you get in here? I don't see a stamp on your arm. And I'm like, I was like, oh, the stamp just went off. And she's like, no, it doesn't go off, sweetie. I'm like, boo, are you telling me the stamp is permanent? Because like, I'm confused. And basically, she knew I snuck in, so I honestly told her. I was like, yeah, I snuck in. And she was like, oh, that's really cool. I'm like, that was not the response I was expecting. And basically, this freaking hoe, oh my god, what? She gave me the wrong directions. She's like, oh, go that way, go all the way up, and bam, you're in the lobby. I'm like, all right, thank you. So I'm walking, and all this stuff, this is when it gets good, guys. We're using the lamp. So I'm walking, and I end up in this kitchen, and I'm like, I'm lost. I'm completely lost. My phone was gonna die. So all I see is these two cops and a security guard, and they're walking up to me like, excuse me. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, in this little thing, I don't really back up. I need backup. I'm like, my life is over. That's when I knew I messed up sneaking into this party. And basically he was like, you need to leave. You need to come with us. We need to notify your parents, and we need to notify the hotel and everything like that. And I was like, okay. Like, I'm just trying to find my way back to the lobby, but like, it's cool if you need to like talk to my parents. My mom was there. I was like, she doesn't care, so not saying she don't care about me, but like, dude, she was so proud that I snuck in. So I was like, you can talk to her, but I think she's sleeping. And he was like, yeah, we're gonna need to talk to her. And I actually have pictures and videos, so I'm gonna insert them at the end. And I also have way more stuff in my vlog that I'm gonna be posting soon, so subscribe for that, because there's so much drama in that. Yeah, so basically we got in the elevator and they were being hella shady, and I was extra like paranoid because I think a week before our playlist I almost got kidnapped. If you guys want story time on how I almost got kidnapped, I will be willing to put that on the internet, because why not? So yeah, they're like in the elevator, then we got off at this random kitchen thing, another kitchen. They're like, yeah, take her in that room. I'm like, take her in that room? What are you talking about? You ain't taking me nowhere besides the lobby before I boom, boom, boom. Yeah, basically they took me into this random kitchen. They're literally like this. I was getting so annoyed. Are you drunk? I'm like, no. They're like, have you been drinking? I'm like, no. And they're like, you sure about that? I'm like, yeah, I haven't been drinking. And they're like, you sure? I'm like, oh my god, test me or something. I was like, I didn't drink, so I don't like know what you want me to say. And they're like, all right, anything else? I'm like, no, I'm just trying to find my way back to the lobby. So we got back into the lobby and they're like, all right, we're gonna call your parents and call the manager or something. I'm like, all right, my friends, can this get better lighting? I'm like, all right, my friend's right there. So I just started walking away from them because they're like on their like thingies, whatever that was, I don't really know. And they're like, excuse me. I'm like, yeah, hi. And they're like, no, you need to come back here and you need to call your parents. I'm like, no, I gotta go. Have a nice night. Bye. And they're like, no. I was like, bye. Bye, ho. I kept walking. And that is not the interesting part. That is interesting because they kicked me out of the playlist after party. I was hanging out with my friend Mia, and we were on this like level of the floor, like I think like level 4 or something, and we were just casually chilling there, and the same two cops, they came up to us and they're like, yeah, you need to leave, this isn't your floor. And like, thinking in my head, how do you know this isn't my floor? And he was like, you need to go to your hotel room right now. I'm like, all right, we're going to our hotel room. He's like, no, you need to go. I'm like, how bad do you not see us walking? That's why I get so impatient. I get so salty with people. Because like, if I'm walking, stop yelling at me before let me tell you, I was getting really salty about that. So basically he was like following us and then watching us the whole night. But that's not the only time I saw them. I saw them later that night. Basically, I got into this huge fight, and I'm not explaining it even though half of my supporters, they're like, oh, they didn't say this to me, they said it to the person that I got into a fight with. They were like, oh, didn't we catch you sneaking into the after party or something? And I was like sitting here like, oh my god, they're gonna kick me out of this hotel. This hotel is like $700. And he was like, no. And the other one was like, no, it was definitely her. I was like, I didn't sneak in. I was like, I had tickets. And then basically, I'm not even going into the rest because that is so much drama and I don't want to explain. I know the story time was kind of boring, but you know, a lot of people requested it after I talked about it. And yeah, that's basically the story about how I snuck into the playlist after party and got escorted out by cops. It's really embarrassing. If you guys like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe obviously, and comment if you want more story times because I have so many story times. I just don't know if you guys are interested in that. Like, I don't know if you guys want to see that on my channel. I have social media, obviously. I will link it all down below. Usually in my outro I talk about the collab channel, but the collab channel is on hold right now. But you guys can still go check Online Society out and watch our previous videos. It would mean so much. Yeah, also I want to thank you guys so much for all the support I've been getting lately. I've been getting cute DMs and comments, and it means so much. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you next Saturday on my channel. Bye. I love you guys so much.